Hi everybody and welcome back. So today is going to be my 12-week pregnancy vlog. And so this is the first time I've actually done a pregnancy vlog style thing on YouTube because when I was pregnant with Esme, I wasn't making YouTube videos. So bear with me as I find my groove when it comes to making these videos. If you have any questions or things you would like to see me add to these types of pregnancy vlogs, feel free to comment below and I'll see what I can do to incorporate it in the next one because I'm hoping to do this on a weekly basis. So I'm officially 12 weeks. I had a doctor's appointment this week actually, and I asked him to help me figure out when my due date is because I am still breastfeeding and I can't guarantee like my cycles every month based on my last monthly cycle type of thing. My due date is February 23rd, 2014. Now that said, the doctor, because he knows that things were a little wonky at the beginning, he's kind of giving me like a 2-week window so that, you know, it's not like the baby needs to come out on February 23rd because I'm sure I'm going to go over. I didn't go over with Esme to be honest, but anyways, I have a feeling I'll go over with this one because the baby is actually measuring 2 weeks behind. So I'm like 12-13 weeks and the baby is measuring 11-12 weeks. So, or like a week behind really, not 2 weeks. So my pre-pregnancy weight was 61.5 kg, which is approximately 135 pounds. Now that's quite small for me actually. I haven't been that thin for quite some time, and considering I'm still breastfeeding, I was a little surprised at that weight. So anyways, that's a bit low for me, to be honest. I am now 62.5 kg, so I have put on 1 kg, which is the equivalent of 2.2 pounds, so I've put on about 2 pounds. Let's go with that. I think that's reasonable. I mean, they say you're not supposed to put on weight in your first trimester, but I mean, who are they? Who are they to say that we are all the same? Do you know what I'm saying? Baby is the size of a peach, which is like surprising and shocking because I'm hardly showing at 12 weeks now. And I mean, I find like I show more at the end of the day. So I don't look pregnant in the morning and then by the end of the day I look like I got a little bump. So a size of a peach already, that's crazy. Some pregnancy symptoms that I've been having, which I'm sure this one is fatigue in the evenings. That's my first one. And to be honest, I mean, it was way worse in the like a few weeks back. Oh boy, fatigue in the evenings, fatigue in the day. It was way worse a few weeks back. I was like flat out on the couch for like a solid month, I'm not kidding. We don't have a dishwasher, so the dishes were piling up. It was just turning into a madhouse. I could barely tidy up after a meal. It was crazy. Thankfully, I am feeling much better and much more like myself, and I'm able to manage the household and prepare meals, which is lovely so my family can eat. As you know, we are still breastfeeding and co-sleeping, and I do have some plans to change that. They are gentle and slow going because we have taken that approach thus far, and I don't, even though I physically and emotionally am like tired of breastfeeding, I'm not going to abruptly wean her and cause a lot of drama in that sense. I just don't think it's the best. It's not the best thing for her. It's not the best thing for my family. So it's like, no, that's not the plan. But I did find Dr. J. Gordon's nighttime suggestion, I guess it's a suggested schedule on how to wean, and it's specifically for co-sleeping parents, and I'm like, how come I never found this before? I just stumbled upon it, so I've just started it. I'm on night 4 tonight, so I'll link that schedule below in case you're curious, and night 4, as you can see, it's gonna be a hard one, so wish me luck. I have had some food cravings, specifically like sugary things, not entirely like bad sugars, like I've been addicted to fruit, just fruit in general, smoothies. Bad things I love are sugary cereals right now. I stumbled upon 2 boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch at our local grocery store and just about died. I was like, oh my god, if there was 10 I would have bought 10, but there was only 2. But fruit, I'm trying to like, when I have a sugary craving, I've been chopping up some apples and putting honey and cinnamon, and that tends to like quench my sugar issues. So that is what's going on in the food department. I've also had an aversion to, oddly enough, or I guess it's not that odd, I am pregnant, but I've had an aversion to a takeout food that we've been enjoying since like forever now. I just cannot even look at it. It's Kung Pao chicken. Ugh, I just even thinking about it makes me like queasy. But it was like, I loved it before. I could eat plates of it. So you're gonna hear a little person in the corner here. Yeah, that's a pillow. So we had our first trimester screening, and that involved a longer ultrasound because he had to my doctor had to look for a few things, and that was went really well. And they checked for like a prominent nose bone and then something with the spinal cord. It looked really good. There was no concerns there. And then they sent me off for a blood test. And seriously, that blood test was like painful. I don't know what the technician was doing, but it felt like she shoved a hose in my arm. I was just like, oh damn. Oh, the one thing I wanted to say is that I sort of mentioned at the beginning of the video, but the baby is measuring on the smaller side. I'm not worried about it. I know that babies will fluctuate in size as you go through your pregnancy, and Esme was a really healthy size. She was just about 8 pounds at birth, so I'm totally not worried about that. Upcoming, I'm excited to start prenatal yoga this weekend. I'm hoping to do it every weekend. It's really great. There's a lovely lady and she has a wonderful studio in the city that I live. Whew. So I'm pretty excited to start that. I have a little helper. Okay, lift these up so you can show them. So we bought a few things for this little baby. I just gotta show the camera. I bought these cute little booties, and they have little dogs on them, and they were handmade at a little market, and Esme loves them. And you might notice that they're boy colors because I am kind of feeling like it's a boy, but I mean, they're just brown with little dogs. A little girl could wear them too. But I kind of have this mommy's intuition that it might be a boy. It is a doggy. So I had intuition with her that it was a girl, and even when the doctor told me that it was a boy, I was like, are you sure, you know? So yeah, so I kind of have this intuition that it's a boy. Anyway, so I picked up that cute little pair of like little baby slippers.
Nope.
They're cute. It's for the baby. For the baby. Hi.
No.
Oh, I get a nice cuddle. She's trying to escape actually. This was another thing we purchased, and this is a zip-up baby swaddle from the company Ergo, I believe it's called. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'll just give the box to Esme. Here you go, hold this. But basically, it's for, this one is for 3 months onwards, I think. So I might get one for a newbie, but I'm not sure. It's really long. But basically, you put the baby in here and you zip it up, and you can snap their arms in there. So when they're really tiny and they don't want their arms out yet, which will be for a while, keeps them in there. And it's really nice and light cotton. Here you go. Perfect for Malaysian weather. One of my best moments this week, I'll leave the video on this high note, but it was during the scan that I had for this first trimester screening. It took a little while to get the baby in the right position for the doctor for what he needed to do. And it was so cute just to watch the screen and just see the baby just hanging out. And the baby was like kind of facing me so I could see his head, like head and little arms like this. And he was just like swinging his arms, and oh, it was so sweet. Or she was swinging her arms, I'm not sure. Either way, I mean, we're all happy when a baby comes. It doesn't really matter. But it would be kind of fun to have a boy. But anyways, so it was just really cute to see, you know, just like little arms and like just swinging around and kicking their little feet in there. And it was just precious. And it was such a peaceful moment. Primarily because I was there by myself. My husband was home with the baby, with Esme. So it was just like a really nice moment for me to have. And I feel like with the second pregnancy, it's like, maybe because I'm not showing yet, it's like I almost forget that I'm pregnant every now and then. I mean, not for very long, but it's like, oh yeah, I am pregnant. And you sort of have to like remind yourself to take a moment to like place your hands on your belly. And I'm thankful for this pregnancy, and I'm so blessed to be where I am right now in my life and have a beautiful little girl and then another baby on the way. And it's like I just have to kind of take time to almost like add some serenity and some calmness into my day, and just take that time to be, you know, to show some love to my little belly. So so yeah, it's kind of different with the second one, where with the first one it's like it's all encompassing and that's all that you think about. With the second one, you're like, I got dinner to do and things to take care of, and you're just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. So wearing a dress, I really didn't think this filming through today. So you're going to get a belly with a dress on top of it, but it's still a belly. So okay, here it is. It's so funny because I was telling you guys I'm not showing, and then when I'm looking in this camera, I'm like, oh my god, there's totally a belly there. Weird. It fluctuates. I did eat a lot today, but still. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week when I do my 13-week update, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.